Friday's Young and the Restless episode for November 21st, 2025 unfolds like a pressure cooker finally reaching its breaking point. Everything centers around the secrets surrounding Chance and Damien's deaths, and the people who have carried pieces of the truth for far too long. By the time the episode ends, no one is the same, and Kane becomes the unwilling key to unlocking a truth he has desperately tried to bury. The tone is set the moment Amy and Nina walk into Kane's orbit with the kind of determination that makes it clear this is not just a conversation. This is a confrontation. Amy has been carrying quiet suspicions, Nina has been building anger like a storm cloud, and both women have reached the point where they refuse to let Kane sidestep the truth for even one more minute. They corner him emotionally, pushing him into a place where his usual charm, deflection, and half-truths no longer work. Nina's voice wavers with grief, Amy's with frustration. Kane tries to keep the truth contained, but their persistence shreds every shield he uses. The weight of Chance's death hangs heavily between them. Nina's eyes are filled with all the years she spent grieving a son taken too soon. For her, this isn't about gossip or curiosity. This is about closure, justice, and the wound that never healed. Amy stands beside her, leaning into her strength, supporting her in a way Kane did not expect. Together, they form a united front he cannot escape. Every time Kane tries to dodge a question, Nina cuts him off with a sharper one. Every time he tries to soften a detail, Amy demands the full truth. Damien's shadow looms just as large. His mysterious death, the unanswered questions, the whispered theories, all of it comes to a head. Amy brings up details Kane hoped everyone had forgotten. Nina pushes him to relive the timeline, the choices, the lies, the moments where he knew more than he admitted. Bit by bit, Kane's composure begins to crack. The guilt he has carried, the guilt he hoped would fade, suddenly spills out visibly. His hands shake. His voice falters. His silence becomes an answer long before he speaks a word. When the breaking point finally arrives, it comes not from anger but from Nina's trembling plea. She asks Kane to stop protecting shadows and start honoring the people who died. Her voice softens but her resolve hardens. That mix of pain and strength destroys whatever resistance Kane had left. And in that vulnerable, crushing moment, Kane finally confesses. The killer's identity, the one he has protected, whether out of fear or misplaced loyalty or self-preservation, is spoken aloud. The truth lands like a bomb. Amy reels backward, shocked by how close the killer always was. Nina shakes, not sure whether to scream, collapse, or run out of the room. Kane looks broken, like someone who has been holding a burning secret in his hands for far too long, and has finally let it drop. And the moment the killer's name enters the air, consequences begin to shift, as if the entire canvas of Genoa City tilts. Meanwhile, the rest of the episode flows around this explosive reveal. Nick becomes frantic trying to understand what new danger Matt is unleashing. Sharon senses her world narrowing into something she cannot control. Victoria, Adam, and even Billy feel the ripple effects of the secret Kane kept. Every storyline in Genoa City feels subtly pulled toward the revelation, as if the truth about Chance and Damien's deaths is a fault line beneath the entire city. By the end of the episode, Kane stands alone, hollow, knowing he has changed everything. Nina and Amy leave him in silence, not because they are satisfied, but because the truth is so big it takes time to absorb. And as the final scene fades, Genoa City is left on the edge of transformation, the identity of the killer now exposed, and the long-buried truth threatening to destroy more than just reputations.